Hello friends, this video on ray optics part 17 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 16 before going ahead with part 17. So the first question that strikes our mind, what is refraction? Reflection is something which you must have been studying since your junior classes. Even I don't think that refraction is also a new term for you. You must be knowing already what refraction is all about. But still this time we'll study everything in little more detail, right? So let us look at what refraction is. Refraction is nothing but bending of light when it passes from one medium to another. So when we talked about reflection, it always talked about bouncing back of light. Reflection means bouncing back. Similarly, refraction means bending. So when light enters from one medium to another medium, it so happens that the light bends. And this phenomenon is known as a refraction of light. For example, when we talked about reflection, we told that when it happens that light strikes a boundary and it is unable to cross the boundary, in that case it bounces back. But in this case, the light falls on a boundary and it is able to cross the boundary. So it crosses the boundary, it enters the other medium, but it bends. So this phenomenon now is known as refraction. So you understood the difference between the two, right? Reflection and refraction. So when we talk about refraction and when we think about the examples of refraction, a very common example that comes to our mind at the first go is, did you ever observe that if you take a glass of water and you dip your pencil inside that glass, what you observe? You observe that the pencil appear bent. See, if you see in this figure, the pencil doesn't appear straight. The pencil appears bent. Why is the pencil appearing like that? The pencil is a straight, nice pencil. But as soon as you dip it in water, you see that it is bent, as if it looks like a broken pencil, broken in between. Why is it so? It is because of the phenomenon of refraction. In this case, the two medium are air and water. So as soon as the light rays are entering from air to water, the light rays bends. And because of this bending of light rays, we are able to view the pencil in this way. I will discuss this in more detail as we go ahead with the lesson. Now we will look at some other examples. For example, if you look at this fish which is inside a small glass vessel with water, what do you see? If you look at it, it is just one fish. The other one is the image of the fish. But if you see, the size of the fish looks different. The actual fish lies here, right? But when you look at it, you feel as if the fish is smaller and it is away from you. That means what you are viewing is not the actual position, right? So all these phenomena are due to refraction of light. Similarly, the rainbow, which is a natural phenomenon which we often observe during rainy days. I mean, after a heavy rain, if the day becomes little sunny, that is a combination of sun and rain gives rise to a rainbow. Now, why does this rainbow take place? From where does those 7 different colors come up on the sky? This is also nothing but a phenomenon due to refraction. So rainbow occurs. The reason behind rainbow is refraction of light. So these are just few examples. There are plenty of other examples of reflection and refraction which we see around us. To start with, I described these examples. I took these examples. Now as we go ahead and understand what refraction is all about, we will take few more examples and we will try to elaborate those examples. Very similar to the laws of reflection, there are 2 laws of refraction. I mean, I am sure that you are aware of these laws as well, but still just for a quick review, let us start with the laws, or let us start with the very basics. So the first law of refraction states that the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal At the point of incidence, all lie on the same plane. So incident ray is again the ray of light which is incident on the boundary. So this is my boundary, the boundary between two different medium. So this is my first medium, this is my second medium, right? This is medium 1 and this is medium 2. So when the ray of light is incident, the ray of light which falls on the boundary between the two medium, that is called the incident ray. And after getting bent, the ray of light which goes out, that is known as the refracted ray. So the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal to the interface, that is the perpendicular drawn to the boundary, they all lie on the same plane. It is similar to that of the law of reflection. The second law states that the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for a specific light of a specific color and for a specific pair of media. It is often known as Snell's law. So it says that, let us suppose this angle is known as the angle of incidence and this angle is known as the angle of refraction. So this Snell's law states that sine of angle of incidence by sine of angle of refraction is equal to the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for a specific light of a specific color and for a specific pair of media. Because if it is talking about a specific light of a specific color, that means it is talking about a specific wavelength. And when it is talking about a specific pair of media, that means it is for a very specific scenario, that is a specific light. If I am talking about visible light, it has a specific wavelength. And if I am talking about a specific pair of media, let us suppose water and air, air and glass, glass and water. So for a specific pair of media, this ratio is a constant. So please remember this because many a times people say that sin I by sin r is always constant, but it is not always constant. It is only true for a specific light of a specific color and for a specific pair of media. Right? So these are the two laws of refraction which governs the phenomenon of refraction of light. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.